Okay, I grew up at Wymer, North Dakota, out on a farm about 5 miles northwest of Wymer. Marcy, she died when she was 42. And then my little brother Jerry, he was a baby. He died when he was 9 months old. And then my brother Frank, and he's still alive and farming on the home farm. Frank and Emily.
And where are they from?
They were from the Wymer and Ledgerwood area, in between.
Were they immigrants?
My mother was. Grandma was.
Where was she from?
She was from, it was, at that time, it was called like White Russia. World War I was coming, and her brothers were draft age, and so then her dad knew a friend in Hamburg, Germany, at the seaport there, and he got him passes to get his family out of there before World War I hit. I worked with my dad. I helped haul hay, and I drove, that was my first job. Yeah, I can't take those other ones. Yeah, I drove the hay rake. I raked over 500 acres one summer.
Holy.
And my dad was very particular, and you didn't leave a blade of grass laying on the ground. That he picked it up with the buck rake, and then I would have to go back over it with the horses and rake it up, bunch it up. But that was what was hard, because you had to get the lift up and bring up a bunch of it. I was 19 because at that time they were so short of teachers that if we wrote a state exam and passed it, then we got our certificate. And then I did go to summer school, 3 summers to Valley City. I went to Valley City for 2 summers, and then I went to, well, I don't know if it was out of Moorhead, went to Breck. We rode, a bunch of us went that one summer. Got $160, $160 a month. And then I taught there for 3 years. I met him through some friends. We came out of show and he was visiting with them, but I really met him at the dance. He was the best man, and I was there with somebody else at a wedding dance. And he asked me for a date in front of this guy. Asked if can I come and see you, and I didn't answer because. And so then the next day, after I was sweeping the steps, I was teaching school, and he had to take a bunch of wedding people to Fargo, and then here, lo and behold, he drove into the yard.